to see these people ever again. So to me, it's like whatever, you know. I don't know where. There it is. I'm like getting hot. Danny, can I jump in your box really quick? Oh man. Okay. Really quick. Really quick. But really quick. All right. Really quick. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Danny.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm hanging in there.
So, I just wanted to say that I'm proud of you. Um, the people that are saying those negative things are not giving for the right reasons. When someone gifts or gives to someone or something, they give it without question.
Thank you.
And if they don't, they shouldn't be giving.
Facts on facts.
And it really upsets me and it breaks my heart when people question and question and question you so many times, and you've answered and you've answered and you answer, and you show and you show and you show. And I am super proud of you for getting off of that platform and getting on this one. And I just want to say thank you for accepting my request in here.
Yes, ma'am.
I followed you for a very long time, and I am super, super proud of you for your growth, for coming so far. And I have followed you and your sister since the very, very beginning. And I just want to say I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. That really truly means a lot to me. Really truly does.
You know, and if anyone is in here that's a hater, my daughter was born with cancer. My mother died of cancer. So if they have, anything to say, they cannot say I'm not close to cancer. So, there's that. But I just want to say, keep doing you, keep being who you are, and keep being better than those people that have to question the same thing over and over.
Thank you.
You don't give and question. You give and you release it. And you keep giving and blessing people and you don't ask questions.
Absolutely.
And it just breaks my heart when people want to be a blessing, but then they hold on to that blessing.
Yep.
So you keep being you.
Thank you.
And you keep climbing because you're doing amazing.
Well, I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Really truly does.
And, when the other day when you apologized for what you did to see, that was huge. So, yeah. So you keep being you and you keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, now you're going to have to drop me out of here because I've never been in a box before.
I got you. You can go the rest of your day on.
Bye, honey.
Bye. See, that just shows me I have support, and I love it. I love it. I love that makes me happy. I love you guys. I freaking love you guys. Give me a kiss. Mwah, I love you. Give me the kisses. Kiss me through the phone. Please kiss me through the phone. I'll give you like a little big slapper kiss. All right, you want me to kiss you? I'm ready. Mwah, I love you. There you go. All right. Mwah. Ew, I don't want to kiss. I just kissed you. Sorry. Just did. You know you liked it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Give you a little big kiss. Ah, you're welcome. You're very, 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 very welcome. Oh, what do you want to do? Should we dance? Are you behaving? Mama Brownie, well, no, I'm not behaving. Sorry, guys. Mama Mama Brownie's in the chat right now, so I gotta behave, okay? I really do. Shh, don't tell on me. Don't. Relax. Don't snitch on me. Been kissed by Dani. What a day. Mwah! I know, you gotta love me. You gotta love me. You behaved. I did. Dani's behaving. Yeah, I am. Trust me, I am. Holding hands is nicer, though, isn't it? Can't we just all come together and smile and be happy? Hi. Hi. How you doing? Oh, thank you so much for the little kissy kiss. I appreciate that. I really, that's cute. That's really cute, I guess. Very cute. Oh, man. So, we gotta figure out, Dani isn't behaving. I'm not buying it. Well, I got him to tell ya. Auntie 2026 coming in. Oh yeah, I'm an aunt. Dani, I missed you. I missed you too, sweetheart. I really have. I miss you guys. I miss you. Sorry, it's been a little shit show lately. Sorry. My bad. I don't really like doing that. But I felt good today. I felt like I got it all off my chest, and I said how I felt, and now I'm fine, and now I'm good, and now I'm going back to happy Dani. It feels good when you really want to speak your mind and you're not afraid to do it. It feels so good to stand up for yourself. I'm going live to expose myself for pink. Brownie, I can't. Oh, I'll let you up, Mama Wolf.
Bitch, I ain't kidding. Pink says that Mexican homie need to do a deep dive on me. Bitch, I will expose my fucking self for you, honey.
What?
Don't because I am vile. I'm so vile. Me and Kaylee were so vile. Pink is appalled. Oh my god.
When are you going live?
Maybe here in like a half hour-ish. I gotta run into Walmart and get my fucking crazy medicine and shit because I'm so vile.
You're so vile.
Had to get a vapey, yeah.
Oh, you gotta go get a vape?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go expose myself. Like you don't, like, they don't have to do it for me. If you ask me, I will tell you everything I've done in my life. I have before. I'm sure many people have heard me talk about my past. So,
what, you said what, 3:30 or 4 o'clock my time?
As soon as I get out of Walmart. I'll text you and I'll let you know.
Yeah, and I'll get off of here and I'll come over there.
Okay, alright. Well, behave yourself. Don't be getting in no more trouble.
I won't, I promise.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, my God. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I have $600 in my account. What should we go do? Well, actually, I have. What's 600 minus 20? Well, I got 300. I got like maybe, I think Cash App I got like 160 because I bought like $100 or something like that. So I don't know. Cash me 250. Oh, you want 250? I'll give you 250, baby girl. 600. No, I gotta save that for emergencies. Because my rent's already... You know my November rent is already paid. Money. I'll take some. I'll give you some. I love when you purr. Shut up. Save it. No, I am. I'm going to save it. Well, if I'm going to be aunt, then I definitely got to save some money. I need $20. 20. We all need $20, all right? No, somebody just texted me. You gotta be a friend. You gotta be a close friend of mine that I've known you for years. And if you need some help, I would help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have the money to help you, I will. And if I don't, I will tell you I don't have the money right now. But if somebody reached out to me and said, hey, Dani, I hate to do this to you, but I'm really struggling right now for food. I need $20. I would do it because at the end of the day, they have helped me out tremendously. Like, a lot of my friends that I talk to have given me money, has helped me out in the past, and it is the only fairness to give back just like how they've given back to me. And that's what friendship is all about. You don't just expect the money and not give it back when they're hurting as well. Mercedes, shut up, girl. Oh, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. But no, it is true. If I do have the money and they are in need of it, then I will be more than happy to give it to you. So, just so I can prove myself. Right. So you can see here, you sent $20 because I don't do that. I just sent the $20. So, you know, I do give back. I do. I really, truly do. Because that is the goodness I have in my heart. And I think everybody, like, I get so mad when somebody tries to help you out and then they turn around and ask you for some help, and when you know you have the money and you don't, that is being so selfish and not a loyal friend. Like, how can you just reach out to somebody, hey, I need 20, but when they turn around and ask you for help and you don't give anything, that is not a friend. That is not love. That's not anything. That is not a true friend. That's not somebody you just take, and you don't give back to the people that have helped you out tremendously. To me, that's karma waiting for you, sweetheart. That is karma, because that's a bitch move. Like, you know, and that's what I hate. I hate, you know, when someone has such a good heart and they love to put, if they could give $20 on their last back, but then when they need help, where are you? You know? And I will always give back to somebody who needs it. And you know what? Even if they say, hey, I need it for $20 for gas, I'm not going to question where that money went. I'm not going to do that, because that's not my business. I'm the one that wanted to do it. And that's why I did what I did. And I don't question it. Nowhere to be found, and that's the sad part. Yeah. So always remember, give back to people that have helped you. Give back to the community. Give back to your friends, or whatever the case may be when you have it. And it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you're struggling and you can't do that. Then that's okay too. Or go to Starbucks and pay someone's order behind you. Do something like that. You know? Like, just true. Someone's going live soon. I cannot believe Gabby's pregnant. Woo! I just can't believe it. I gotta clean up my house. I'm 26 and now learning how to set my own boundaries and to say no. Yup. She really is. Oh, guys, some of you guys haven't seen it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Okay? Hold on. I did see her mic chat. Now, remember, I'm not a mom. I don't really know how those things work. But she did have blood tests done, and it did say HCG positive equals abnormal. And so the level was only 6, and apparently a lot of people are telling me that it is very early to make sure that it is a correct positive test. But as far as right now, in this very moment, she is 100% positive until it is, I don't know. So 6 is crazy low. Her my chart is on Reddit. Her my chart, so she did show it. I mean, she showed it, you know, whatever. But you know, like, we can sit here and say it's negative, she's not pregnant, it's too early. It's a 6, okay? I don't really know what 6 means. So a lot of you guys know more than me. So if it is that low, like you guys are telling me, it could be that she is not. But like I said, we don't really know at this point. But I mean, if she truly is pregnant, I mean, I am excited. I really truly am excited. I am very nervous and scared. And the reason why I'm scared is because I know what this app has done to her, and I just don't. It's sad. It's very sad. I really pray that she does the right thing, and that's where I'm gonna bank it. And if she doesn't, then I don't know. But I really, really hope that she makes a decision in getting rid of this app if she is pregnant, and focusing on her new life, her new chapter, a new baby born. I mean, this is a God-given gift. And if she doesn't take this as a blessing in disguise and get off this app, it's going to devastate me. It is going to really hurt me, because it will prove to me that she chooses an app over her own family, and that will hurt. And I keep replaying in my head that she won't get off. She probably will never get off. And if Gabby's watching me, Gabby, I will support you if you're pregnant. I will support you all the way through your pregnancy until you give birth. But if you go on this app when you are pregnant and when you have that baby and you have delivered it, and you go on this app exposing that baby and showing pictures and everything, I don't know what I would do at that. I don't even know. Like, I will be hurt. I will be hurt. I mean, she has already chosen this, but maybe this is a new beginning to really be thankful and blessed that she has another child coming, to realize what is more important, my family, my children, or an app. Like, that's what hurts. Like, and I know Gabby's excited. I'm excited for her. But, like, maybe this is going to be a wake-up call for her. You know, just like Allie Ray, when she was pregnant, she had all of that. Look, is she here anymore? No. Because what happened? What happened to Allie Ray? Y'all know what happened at the hospital. You know, and I don't want that for Gabby. I don't want that. And like I said, I just, at this point, I know she loves the attention. I understand that, and I agree with you. I do. And I mean, I'm addicted to this app. Okay, I am. Like, that's a given. And I'll even own that shit. I mean, shit, we all are addicted. But I want Gabby to make the right decision. I really, really want her to make the right decision. And I'm afraid that she won't. I'm afraid that she's going to plaster the new baby all over the internet. And that's, like... You got a new gift. You got a new chance. You got a new way to make it right and do the right thing. And all I got to do is pray and sit back. And I'm addicted to Dani. Oh, my God, Amy. Relax. But, like, low-key, like, that's all I can do is, like, sit back and pray that she makes the right decision for her family. Because I could never imagine having another child, going on the internet, and having CPS be involved all over again, hundreds and hundreds of times, and damage this new baby. I can't do it again. I can't do it 2 times. I can't. Like, and I told Gabby, I said, Gabby, if you get off, I will get off. I will support you in being off. I will be there. I will help you babysit. I will do anything I could to help you and support you in a new beginning and a new chance to make it right for the family. And if she agrees, then I will deactivate. I will leave the app. I will get off of it, and I won't come back. And I really, 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 really pray that if she does it, I will support her and I will not come back on this app. If she is pregnant and when that baby does come, I will stay off. I will stay off the app and I won't come back on. But that's the only part that I'm scared for. That's, because no child deserves to go through all of this crap like who went through it. There's no way. May I ask why this wasn't done for C? I tried and I can't. I like, she's the mother. Like, she can do whatever she wants to do. Like, I've tried. I've tried so hard to try to tell Gabby. Like, I was so proud of her for being off a month. Nobody was talking about her. Nobody was calling CPS on her. Nobody was torturing her. Nobody was doing anything. And then she comes back and it all happens again. And I told Gabby, Gabby, if you're going to be on this app, it's not going to get any better for you. Like, you're not going to be able to change your platform around. Like, if that's what you think you're going to do, like, the damage is already done. Like, you either have to deal with it or you're just going to have to get off completely. Like, I can never imagine being a mom and having a TikTok addiction. I know that some of moms, like, they always go live with their kids in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I see on this app. And whatever, like, if you're a mom, I guess you get to make that decision, I mean, there's no law states that a child can't be on an app, but like, when you have an active addiction towards an app and it's causing affection in the relationship, in the family relationship, that's it's not a good thing. Like, I sit back and say, like, what if this was Enzo? Like, what if what was happening right now, and animal control would come up, like, every single day, every single week? Like, no way. I could never, it wouldn't be worth it. The app would not be worth it to me. I would have been way gone. And I don't know how Gabby does it. I don't know what it will take for her to really wake up and realize that God is giving you a second chance and to try to start a new life, a new chapter. And if you choose an app over this, I mean, I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be frustrated, because this is a new living, breathing human being you're, like, bringing into the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was, like, I don't even know, all of you guys she won't stay off the internet. And I mean, like I said, like, if she didn't have kids, then whatever, like, go live all the time. But I mean, I'm nervous, and, like, how are you going to afford all of this? I mean, there is so much that I don't even know how she's going to do it. I don't know how she's going to do it. I mean, it is expensive to get baby clothes, diapers, wipes, the economy, a changing table, a crib, like baby showers, socks and shoes and all of that. Like if I could have a child, right, I wouldn't want one, because I can't take care of the things I can take care of. How do I expect to take care of somebody else if I can't take care of my own self? And Gabby is already struggling with one. and you sit back and you see all these teenagers and these young 17-year-olds and 18-year-old kids, teenagers that have children, they're struggling and they can't do it, and you know, then the child goes into foster care because they can't afford diapers or they can't afford food, and you know, there's so much that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars literally that goes in. I just got flagged for hate speech, but whatever. I have another backup account that has so much potential. I don't get it. I have a good job and I'm barely making it on my own. You know, babies cost so much, like so much money, like books, toys, teething toys, doctor's appointments, dentists, shots, vaccinations. I mean, there are I can't, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, how do these women that have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children do it? You know, like, it mind blows me. And then, like, you're handling one child, and then the baby's crying, and then you're like, oh my god, I can't, like, I'm dealing with the newborn, and then I have this one running around and throwing stuff and, you know, doing this and doing that. It's like, I personally would just rip my neck off. That's why I know that I wouldn't be a good mom, because my anger would have me all the way to the roof, and I'm just not doing it. I won't even adopt a child because I don't think I have the patience to do it. I don't. I will literally snap, and it's not safe. It's just not, and I will own that, you know. And it's like, I don't know how to do that. You have one kid running around screaming their head off and blah blah, and then you got this newborn like crying and screaming and changing the diapers because like, this is like, I'm gonna tell you a little something. When Gabby was pregnant with Cam, all right, it was so cute in the beginning, right? You know, she came home, like, he was so adorable when he was like a little baby. He was so adorable. It was her first child and everything. And, you know, the family came in, right? Like, they gave her they gave her so much. Like, she had everything set up. And I remember, I used to live with them, and I remember when they came home and I held him for the first time. It was such a sweet, memorable, it was like such a sweet feeling. And when you look at them and they're so young and they're so little, there's like tiny little feet and their tiny little hands, and you're just giving it to God to bless you with a baby newborn, you know what I'm saying? And I used to change his diaper. I used to, you know, rock him to sleep and put him on my shoulder, and I would burp him, and then all of his throw up would get all over my shirt. And, you know, there was just really good memories with him. And then, like, you know, watching him grow up, and it's an amazing feeling. And, you know, this was when Gabby was off of the app, and she did such a good job being her first time. She really did. She was struggling, but she was such a good mom before TikTok was involved. And I was on TikTok. I remember Sporty Hawk Girl. I had Cam in like my arm, and his like one sock was off and his one sock was on, and I was doing a trend with him, and I saw Gabby in the mirror coming back out, like, you know, all big and whatnot. And, you know, like, there were so good memories. And she was so different. She was so calm, and she did so good. Her attention was all on that boy. And I really wish when she is pregnant that she actually does the same thing that she did for Cam when he was younger, when he was a baby. And I'm excited for her. I'm really excited to be an aunt. It's an amazing feeling to know that you have another nephew or niece coming into you. Yeah, she is pregnant. But it's and I like I said, you guys, it might not, I mean, apparently the blood test was confirmed, so I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I'm really excited. I don't really know a lot, but I don't know, you guys. We just have to sit back and wait. So she might not, she might be, but if she is, I'm gonna be very happy. I really truly am gonna be happy. No, it did say positive. It said HCG, and then it said positive, and then it said abnormal. Are you and her on good terms? I mean, I would like to think that we were on good terms. I think that we should have different platforms. I don't think that, like if I went to her house, I wouldn't like to be live. I don't think right now that that is a very good decision. So I think that maybe just keeping our platform safe, like separate, would probably be the best bet that me and Gabby are at right now. And like I said, I'm gonna call a friend of mine who's a mom, who has children, who's been through it all, was in the medical field, and I'm gonna talk to her about the pregnancy and all of that, and give her, and just kind of hearing it from one person that actually knows what they're talking about, and I want to see what she says about this, and go from there. But it's scary. It is very scary. And sometimes I wonder today, like, sometimes I wonder if God really put this child inside of her for a reason, because I believe that God always is in control, and he always blesses women with babies, and it's a blessing in disguise to have God place a beautiful, beautiful baby in a woman's stomach. And I'm sorry, it's true. God doesn't make no mistakes, and that's what I believe in. I believe God is the one that, he can put a child in you, or he could not. And I believe that. And maybe God is giving this girl an eye opener, like a eye opener, be like, I'm doing this, and I'm hoping you make the right decision, And if she doesn't, then it's gonna sting. How many chances does someone get? Oh, man. I mean, I understand that Gabby has done things on here that is very triggering, very hurtful words, actions, but based on her mental health, she's going through a lot. She is. And I don't think, I think she lives in her own little world. And I don't think she lives in in the real world. Like, I feel like she lives in her own world, that she doesn't, this isn't real life to her, And it's just, I really hope that she makes the right decision in here. Like, I don't know. I'm just worried. I love her. I just know that she's going through a lot, and that I think right now, if she is pregnant, I think that right now she deserves the support, especially not because you like her, just because that there is a child that we're like literally seeing here. Don't do it for her, but kind of just give her the benefit of doubt as a mother and as a woman. You don't have to like her. So you're 100% that she's pregnant. I remember when she got pregnant with C, she gained a lot of weight. And I mean, that girl was heavy, okay? Heavy. And I mean, she was heavy. She was. And she didn't have a blood test. I don't think she did a blood test. I think she peed on the little testy thingy. And that's, no, she was big. She was huge. Go look at my Sporty Hawk Girl account. So she has had a positive test before. I don't think she did. Did she? I feel like everyone has given her the benefit of the doubt, but she responds the same behavior. I mean, I know. I know, you guys. I know. I'm not being mean, but it's really early and not confirmed. I don't want you to jinx it. I mean, I guess we can just sit back and like wait. I don't really know. Maybe I'm just happy. Like maybe I'm excited like to be another aunt. Like, do you realize that she lies in every live she has? I mean, I know it's like the boy cried wolf. It's like when you lie so much, you gotta remember that lie. And that's why it's so much easier to tell the truth than it is a lie. Because you gotta make up a lie, you gotta hold on to that lie, you gotta remember that lie, you gotta you know what I'm saying? Like, it's harder to go on with a lie than it is just to come clean and tell the truth. But I don't think that she understands that. I think she believes in her own truth. And I don't think anybody can tell her different. I don't. I think she'll always be right, and she's never wrong. And that unfortunately is very sad. And like that's why I feel bad for Gabby. I really, really true. I mean, as her own sister, I feel very, very sorry for her and what she is going through, her mental health, what she's done on the internet, how she has, I mean, everything. Like, and I want her to change. Like, I really do. Like, I was shocked when she was off for a month, man. And I wish that she didn't come back. I really do wish that she didn't, because like she could have been like doing so much better for herself. And I don't know. I think maybe she needs to, I think therapy is going to really benefit her. I think getting on medication that's healthy for the baby if she is pregnant. I am praying that she does not take her Adderall if she is pregnant, because that, yeah, let's just say that much, okay? But I mean, I'm saying like if she lied about going to therapy, she did. But like it doesn't make a difference that you want somebody to better themselves. Like even though you don't think that she is gonna better herself, I just hope in the near future that she will get better. I do believe that she is a very, very good person deep down inside of her, but she has lost herself. She's gone. She's not Gabby. She doesn't live in the real life like me and you do. She lives in this fantasy world, and that's the sad part, is knowing that she's literally living in a facade, and she's not realizing that she's living in the real life. It's very sad. It's sad. It breaks my heart to watch her like this. Like, and this is why, like, it hurts me the most, because you guys think it's a skit. You guys think it's a joke. It's not. It's her mental health. It's the way she is and everything. And it really truly breaks my heart. Like I really want to like shake her up and say, Gabby, come on, this is not real life. It's not. And I think that she's so deep into this fairy tale facade. Like it's like nobody is right. Nobody can be right except for Gabrielle Jacobson, and that's scary. That is scary to not get, like, it's just, I mean, she sends so much things out to people. She shows so much of private information to people, and she doesn't understand why things are happening the way they're happening is because of the Adderall. On top of it, it affects your brain. So when you're popping the Adderall way too much, like myself, It will destroy your brain, your mindset. I understand. I agree. There is no excuses for anybody's behavior, no matter what mental illness they have. I will agree with you on that. But you also have to understand that this is not real life to Gabby. This is a fairy tale, magical dream that she's living in. You got to understand that a personality disorder, that's what it is. You're living in your own world. You don't live outside of the world. You live in this phone, and you live into this atmosphere, and you're not rethinking the brain that, oh, I need to go out here and do this. Like, it's an active addiction. And it's the mental health that's causing her to be like this. She believes that she's getting cyber bullied, you guys. Like, you don't understand. I'm sorry to say it, but this breaks my heart when I do say this, but I really think in my heart that she is sick. That she is very, very, very ill. She is. She's very, very ill. And I want to get her help. I know if she really goes to therapy and she really tries her hardest to get her life back on track, I think she could really try to be a better person. But I believe she's getting bullied. I don't believe it's cyberbullying. I don't believe that. I think it's bullying at a certain extent. But I also believe that a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of moms are frustrated. A lot of people are triggered by the words, by her actions, by all of that. And I understand that, and you have every right to feel the way you feel. And I would never take those feelings away from you. But when someone is so hurt and damaged by an app that she caused, it will trigger your brain to do other things. You know what I'm saying? She's not all there. I don't think she will be for a very long time. How was her mental state after she had? It's completely fine. Like, I'm telling you, like, when C was born, she was such a different person. She didn't have anything that I've been seeing since she was on this app. It was different. It was different. It was like, I don't know. It was different. Like, I was what do you say? Hold on. Happy to be an aunt if she is. This TikTok is like a rug to her. Exactly. She fights for the attention. She fights for the fairy tale imagination world that she lives in her phone. She lives in her phone. And that's sad. And when somebody is that mentally ill, and that's somebody who's going through a lot, you think beating somebody down to a pulp is going to get her to change? Like, you guys know that you guys have friends, family who's narcissist, who's selfish, and everything else like that. Okay? But at the end of the day, I promise you, it makes it worse. This app makes it so much worse for her. And if she could just get in reality and say, holy shit, like, I'm not living in the real life, and she can probably get to that point, I think she would be a different person. But she is in so deep, and this app is destroying her every day. She is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's going to get to the point where, yeah. Like I said, I just want Gabby to be good, but I'm going to stop talking about Gabby because I don't want Mimi to get upset. So, but I'm not going to talk bad about Gabby. I just want her to do better. That's it. Because I do love her. I do love her and I do care about her. So, we're just going to pray that everything works out for the rest. Dani, can I have a box, please? Well, we're not going to talk about Gabby anymore. So, Mimi needs to stop. Yeah, I know. I've tried. She won't listen to me. I tried. Now, if I don't know you, I'm not going to let you up. I don't know if she's watching or not. But that's why it's so hard for me to stay away from her, because I feel like she needs me more than anything. And it's like, I really wish that I could be there for her instead of TikTok. And that's, I mean, I thought like, yeah, that's why I went live, like thinking that maybe it would help her, you know, but I was wrong. What are you doing today? I'm raining here. Oh, it's raining here and making soup. I'm bored. I got nobody to talk to, no friends. So I decided, you know, I got nothing better to do. I won't be live tomorrow because I've been off the last couple of days. So I got this week I don't have a day off. So I got to go back to work. But I don't work until late though. So I will not. I have to sleep all day. I gotta sleep all day. So I have to do an all-nighter. So I definitely have got to get some sleep. So I'll probably be sleeping all day tomorrow. I'm an FBI agent. Yeah. What kind of work do you do? I would love to tell you. I really would love to tell you, but unfortunately I can't. Just go with an FBI agent is definitely where I'm at this point. But just know that I'm proud of myself. Trying to not make a joke about your sis all-nighter. I used to do it back in Illinois. I used to pull all-nighters. I used to pop that Adderall, and I would just diamond art like no other. And I would just pop, 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 pop. That's how I stayed up. Yeah, I'm an undercover FBI. I'm just gonna say that. Nah, that's impersonating. You can't do that. That's a felony. But no, like I do work, but yeah, I gotta sleep all day tomorrow because I gotta go in. So, yep. So, fun. Oh yeah, and then I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta go do some stuff, and then I'm gonna come home and take my meds and probably go to bed. Probably get up around like 8, take a shower, eat, and go. Pause. Are you admitting that she's abusing the addies as to why she's staying up all night? I'm not admitting to that. I'm just saying my experience. Like, my experience was I was very addicted to Adderall, and it was really bad. I was drinking also on top of that, and I always had motor mouth, and I was very thin, very skinny, and I was taking like probably I think I got prescribed 25 milligrams, and I think one night, if I can remember if this is actually true, I believe in one night in the last 24 hours I've taken 8 Adderalls in over 24 hours. In a 24-hour day, I believe it was 8 or more Adderalls in that 24-hour period, and then I would crash. And how I would deal with it, I would actually pop what is that called? I would pop a gummy, like, 420, if you know what I'm saying, to knock me out. And so, and then in my 20s, I was also addicted to snow, which stands for, if you know the pop Coke, then you know what I'm talking about. So I was very in deep addiction with that drug, along with the M word. I spent a lot of money on that shit. It slowly destroyed me. And I've told everybody on my platform about this. But I am sober off of my the rugs that I've taken. I am sober, so I'm really, really glad. I have not taken marijuana for months now. I do not smoke any cigarettes. As far as you guys know, I have quit that as well. Have I been drinking? Yes, I have. I don't do it on live, but I did relapse. So I don't drink every single day, but I buy a glass of wine here and there, because I am stressed out. But so I'm not sober in that. That I will admit that. So I'm not sober, but I will not drink on live. But I have been buying like a glass of wine, and probably just having one glass of wine a night. But not to the point where I get drunk, not to the point where I act stupid or dumb. So I am trying to control it, but I'm also trying to stop drinking. I don't like the beer. I don't like that. So I've switched to wine. Sober from Addie's. Yes, I am sober from Addie's. I am sober. I'm not sober from drinking, but I am sober from rugs and Addie's. So, but I am not sober of drinking. So, like I said, that's why, I'm very scared about going on some kind of medications, because I can get very attached to it. I would probably, that's why I'm on Serquil and, hydroxyzine. I won't take Xanax because I was addicted to that. I remember back in Illinois, I used to take Xanax and I slept all day. I think it was back in June. And so I do not take any Xanax anymore. I won't touch that. I will not take any uppers. I have taken like muscle relaxers. I have taken those. So, but it's not like I pop them like every single day. You know what I'm saying? But I would say, am I sober in most of that? Yes, I am, but not 100% completely, no. But it is very difficult for me sometimes. Like when I have like a medication, I get it, so I get addicted to it, and then I can't stop. Have you ever faked medical conditions? Please be truthful. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I'm not proud of it. I am ashamed. And I can't take back what I did. I did it a lot for attention. I did it for a lot because when I was younger, I was rejected a lot as my childhood. And that's how I got into rugs, is I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be accepted. No, I didn't, no, not faked it for meds. No, I didn't know that part. I didn't fake it. No, I didn't fake that for medication. No. There was some that were a little bit extreme, and some of them were just not as extreme as I made it. And the seizures, it was a little bit dramatic. I'm just gonna say that, and I should have never done that. And well, when you're doing Addies all the time and you're fucking your brain up, and you're not thinking right, and you're drinking on top of that, and you're fucking yourself up in the head. And like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and make excuses. But yeah, back in Illinois, it was really, really bad. I've done a lot of things that I am not proud of. Can you say what's the end goal for faking these things was? I don't think I realized that until I moved to Florida. I think I was in a really bad spot, and I just was not thinking. I made really bad, poor judgments. I was always going to the doctors because I always thought there was something wrong with me, and then when there really wasn't. It was just a lot for attention. It was a lot, and I wanted people to feel sorry for me. I wanted people to be there for me because I felt like when I was younger I didn't have people there for me, and I felt safe, I felt close, and then the addiction got really bad for me, and I went off on it. It was like a rug for me. It was like adrenaline just took over me, and I was like, oh my God, like I love this attention. I didn't care if it was negative. I didn't care if it was positive. I said some really vile, disgusting things about people. I have hurt some of the communities. I've said a really bad word about the LGBTQ community. I said the F word, and I really didn't mean, like, I didn't understand what that word meant until people started telling me that. It was pretty fucked up, man. And when I sit back and I look at those videos, where you mean to hospital staff as an act. I could have been more respectful. I could have been way more respectful than I was. And you know, when you're on a supplement and it's an upper, it's like speed, it makes you so messed up that you're not physically there. So like back in Illinois, I wasn't there. It was a Dani who was just doing it for attention, and I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. And I wasn't even sorry. I was so selfish. I didn't care about what people were doing for me. I loved all of that, and I took all that and I just applied it. I'm like, yes, I love this attention. I'm feeding for it. It's like a rug, you know. Taking accountability isn't easy. Good for you. No, it's not easy. What are you ashamed of, if you don't mind me asking? I was ashamed because I was never are you streaming? Are you streaming me? Because I just got a message drop down that you're streaming me, asking me questions. So I don't know if I want to answer that one. So let me know. But you know what? And I've always said this on my platform. I am not afraid to hold myself accountable. You guys don't even know, when I sit here and I look at old videos, or I see old videos come across my FYP in everything I was doing, like I'm disgusted of myself. Like I can't watch it because it irks my bones, because I knew that I was raised a lot better than that, and I just think it just got bad. At least you accept it and own up to it. Not many people do. No, not people do, because and that's the thing, guys, is if you could remove one video from the internet forever, which one would it be? Oh man. My biggest regret is probably dancing when I was drinking and doing that online. That's probably the one video I want down. The second one would probably be the seizures. The third one would probably be Enzo. The fourth one would probably be hospital. The fifth one would probably be staying up all night popping Adderall. Now, do you regret the behavior or just that it was caught? No, I regret the behavior. Like, I'm not proud of it. Like, every time I look at it, I I wish it never happened. So the skits are over now, right? Back in Illinois? Yeah. Yeah. It's over. I mean, you can say it was skits for attention. I mean, if that's what you want to look at it, then that's fine. Have you covered for G and immediately regretted it? No. No, not once. No. Mm-mm. No. Ever? No. 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 But like I said, you know, and I've held myself accountable for everything I've done in my past. And people always like to always push it onto me, and they always try to, and it's like, I feel like I'm never going to be able to change. I feel like I'm never going to be able to move forward from what people think I was. And I just, and I don't want to change because people want me to change. I just wanted to change my behavior. I mean, I'm going to bring up Brownie. And I remember Brownie back when I was in Florida. I'm sorry, Brownie. I love you, okay? I do love you. And I remember, Brownie did say that Dani is going to move on her own. She's going to dance. She's going to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? She's never going to change. I'm sorry, Brownie, but you did. And I'm okay. I still love you. And I didn't. And that was my biggest hater. That was my biggest hater. And she said she was going to dance on the tables and the counters and all that and everything else like that. And the fact that Brownie was my biggest fucking hater and to where she is now is a huge eye-opener for me. Huge. And I had a private conversation with Brownie. I had and it hurt. It hurt me. It really did. The truth hurt. And she stepped forward and says, Dani, I will help you. And I listened to her for a little bit, and then I started going backwards. And I tell myself I don't want to be that Dani in Illinois. I don't want to be her. That's not going to benefit me for anything, and if you guys looked at all of my old videos, like drooling on the side of my man, dude, like, man, it's disgusting. Like, I wish I could erase Dani. I wish I could erase everything I did. And I didn't realize that there were consequences for your actions when you're putting your life out on the internet. And I thought it wasn't true. And then I got to Florida. It was different. Did the car accident happen from the pills like people thought? Yes, it does. Yes, it was. When I was at my aunt's house, I took the medication that I was prescribed, and the accident was my fault. I blew a stop sign, and I had a truck hit me on the side. Are you 100% truthful now on all aspects of your life? Yes, I am. At your big age, you've never heard of consequences. I mean, I have, but I wasn't thinking at that time. And now that I know what I did was wrong in my past, I personally don't wanna be that girl anymore. Sometimes we don't realize how medicine affects us when it's new. And it was literally an honest mistake. I was so tired that medication made me feel really weird. and I was just driving. I was like, the road was so blurry. It was so bizarre. And I didn't see that stop sign, and I was going like probably maybe 30, 35, 40 miles per hour. And when I was going right across it, I saw that big black truck, man, and it was coming right for me, and that car just spun. The airbag blew up and all that. I went to the hospital. Thank God. I did crack a rib. I did. That is true. That is very true. So it hurt. It really truly did. And I will own my shit to the day I put myself in the grave. And if you think that I condone and I was proud of my mistakes, you're wrong. The mama bears that I've had, like, that was kind of too far-fetched, to be honest with you. I guess it's my trigger. It's not my trigger. I think it was more where I wanted to feel like I had a real mom that loved me and raised me to be the person I've always wanted to be, and that's why I decided to go back when I was younger and graduate and got my high school diploma, and I do things to work hard for it, to want to be successful in life. Was there real DV between A and G and you? What really happened? So there was a domestic violence towards my sister and Aaron. That part was true. The part that had me, I just remember I was in my room, and Gabby, I heard the front door slam, and she came up crying. She goes, "Danny, help me! He's coming! I'm afraid. Help me!" And I said, "What's going on?" And "It's bad, Danny. It's bad. Just protect me. Please protect me." And I said, "Okay, just stay in here." And I shut the door and I locked it. And this was in Carroll Stream. And Aaron came up the stairs, banging on the door, and said, "Let me in now." I said, "No, bro, you're not going to come in, dude. You're not going to touch her, dude. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You're not going to touch her. Like, you need to calm down. Go outside, take a deep breath, and relax. And then maybe I'll open up the door and you can talk to my sister. But right now, you're going to stay out there." Well, it was like old house, and everything wasn't as strong as it was. And so at that point in time, he did a shoulder slam, and I was standing in front of him, and Gabby was standing behind me, and he pushed me back to the wall. My head went backwards, and he started choking me. And then I tried, like, pushing him off of me, and I said, "Dude, I'm calling the fucking cops, bro. You fucked with the wrong bitch, bro." And he got fucking scared, and he went into that, he went right downstairs into his blue car, and I went out there, I followed him, I got his license plate. Gabby came, "No, don't do that, no." I said, "Gabby, you better back off of me, dude." And, "No, don't do that. She was trying to grab my phone and everything, and I got away from her, and I screenshotted his license plate, and I contacted the Carroll Stream Police Department, and they found him on a side of a road, and they took pictures of my neck, and they said, "Do you want to press charges against him?" And I said, "Absolutely." And they placed him in handcuffs, and he went to jail. That is the honest truth. And yes, Gabby, I was at bingo. I was hosting bingo. Something I don't really remember. And I got a phone call from Aaron saying, "Gabby's going to jail. Gabby's in handcuffs. Gabby's in handcuffs." And I'm like, "Wait, what? What do you mean she's in handcuffs?" And Aaron says, "She hit me. She beat the shit out of me, Danny. Like, you got to call your mom." And I said, "There's no way she's arrested." "Yeah, Danny, she's going to jail." And so I was like an hour away, and I was living with them. And I literally raced home as fast as I could. And when I pulled up to that house, I saw Aaron's bleeding on his, I think it was his ear, I think it's like right here, something like that. She bit him and everything else like that. And I remember when we had to go to court, she was in her orange jumpsuit, and she had leg bracelets, and she had her hands behind her back. I was sitting in the courtroom with Mimi and Lisa, and Tina, I believe. And we were sitting there, and Gabby was behind the courtroom, like, where they place prisoners or whatnot. And I was crying because I could hear the pain in Gabby's voice. And the judge called her out, says, Gabrielle Jacobson. And when I heard, like, the handcuffs and the bracelets clinging back to back to back, like, I sat there, and there was like maybe 25, 30 people in that courtroom, and they all heard me crying. And I couldn't stop my tears from seeing my own sister in handcuffs in an orange jumpsuit. And I think it was $10,000 her bond, so it was like 500. I can't remember. But our grandfather, that I call Dad, he went to the bank and got her bond, and that's when, after that, Gabby called Aaron, and they've been together ever since, and it's been very, very hard to see my sister in a very horrible relationship for a long time, and seeing the pain and the scariness of everything. Very controlling. Very controlling. She was not allowed to do certain things, and it got physical at some points. Do you think they're good for each other now? I mean, I told Aaron when he first came over, I said, if you put your hands on my sister, I will personally get a shovel and place you in the ground myself. And I did say that to him. And I think after 6 years, they still have their issues. They do. But is it a lot better to where it was? Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe it's a lot better. I think Florida changed the both of them. Has Aaron hit her, like, in defense? No. No. I know sometimes in the beginning it's really rough, but later on things get better. No, it has gotten better. I mean, I'm not going to say it's 100% better, but I believe that, Gabby has, I didn't like any of her boyfriends. I really didn't. I really did not. I wanted to put them all in the ground myself. And she's been through a lot, man. All of her boyfriends were physical and very abusive. And I've seen it with my own two eyes. Aaron really has, he has placed hands on her, but not to the extreme. Like, she's been through a lot, and I think that's all she knows is abuse or relationships or toxic relationships, and it breaks my heart to see that. What was your question? Do you think Siege drew the picture on the living room wall? I don't really know. I don't know that. There's things that I can think about, but I really don't. Do you know how the stove broke? No, I didn't. They didn't tell me. I think something just dropped on it and it broke itself. I think if Gabby and Aaron went into some major therapy together to get their relationship back on track, I think that it would benefit both of them. I know Aaron has done a lot for Gabby and has been there for her. And Gabby also vice versa as well. I just think their trauma childhood could probably affect it. Did they split up? No, they'd never split up. No. But I just think that Gabby's been through so much that she doesn't know how to control her traumas. Is Aaron still working? I don't know. I cannot confirm that. I don't know, and I don't talk about that. But like I said, like when people sit there and say, well, you're this and you're that, and you'll never change. Like, it hurts to hear that, because anybody can change. It's just their behavior. Like, if you continue your bad behaviors, like if I was still, doing like the fake illnesses and whatever, dancing and doing all the things that you guys have seen, I like, obviously there's something wrong with me, but tell me the last time I did any of that back in Illinois since I've been to Florida. And do you know how the stove broke? No, I didn't. I think they got into a physical altercation. She has a cut near her eyebrow, bruises on her. I mean, who knows? Like how soon after G and A met, they became pregnant with C. Oh, man. I got your message, by the way. I really don't care if Frozen Pizza is, like, filming me. Hi, talk all your shit, Frozen Pizza. Just go back in the refrigerator and shut the refrigerator. I'm not hungry for you. I would say probably... Damn, they've been together for a long time, man. I remember it was June 3rd. It was after our birthday. That's when they started dating. And I believe they were still in that house. So it had to be under 6... No, wait a second, Danny. No. It's maybe 3-4 years. Maybe 3 years. 3 years, I would say. 2 years. Wait, no, 2. I think 2 years. I mean, 2 or 3. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. But does Lisa know about everything that's going on with G? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She does. The whole entire family knows. They all know. And it's sad. It's very, very sad, And it's a disappointing. I have spoken to Lisa myself. I have. Is AC's stepdad? No, ma'am. No. Aaron, that's his son. That is. Trust me, I should know that. Has any of them offered her help? No. No. Not once. I don't know why people say that they look exactly alike. He looks just like C. I know he does. Why did Aaron leave her 4-year-old when C was born? Why did Aaron leave? Wait, why did Aaron leave her for a year when C was born? Because of me. That's why Aaron left. Because of me. I was living with them, and I was so pissed. I didn't like what he was doing at the time. Like, I wanted to ring him so many times, dude. And he was always at car shows. He was never home, taking care of C. And I was always there. I was up all night with C, making sure he was okay, rocking him, while Aaron was just out, hanging out with his friends, doing guy stuff, whatever you want to call it. And we got into it really bad, me and him. And I took all his CDs, all his DVDs, and everything else like that. And I took a bat and I broke every little thing he had in that house. And I didn't even care. I even broke his TV. I sure fucking did. And he came home, like, he was pissed when he came home. And he goes, if Danny doesn't leave, then I'm gone. And I left. I said I'll leave because I didn't want, there was a kid involved. So I packed all my stuff, and that's when I was homeless. He goes, I'm not coming home until that bitch is out the house. And so I was on the lease and everything else like that. And so, didn't A want to date you first? No. Aaron never wanted to date me. Ew. No, I'm good. So you called him on his BS and forced him to man up. Pretty much. Pretty much. You are making that up. Okay, I'm making this up. Go ahead. I don't really care. Like, I'm literally telling you the truth. You just don't want to believe me, and that's fine. Go ahead. Don't believe me. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what happened. And I was homeless, and I moved in with somebody that was my downstairs neighbor's sister, who choked me, who I went to court with in Elk Grove Village, and she went to jail because they were doing snow in front of their children, and I was threatening to call CPS. And so when I grabbed my phone, the mother decided to barge in my fucking room that I was paying for, and she grabbed me and she choked me. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. She goes, drop the fucking phone, Dani. I swear to God, I'll fucking snap your neck. Drop the motherfucking phone. And I said, let go of me, dude. And I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. So I dropped the fucking phone. I dropped it. And, the police came. I had like several, like all this, all the way down to my neck, and the pictures and everything else like that was there. And so I decided to leave, pack up my stuff. I moved in with Dave, which you guys all know who Dave is, my friend Dave, in Illinois. And it was really bad. I was sleeping on a mattress. Wasn't the best. And then I moved to Elgin in Illinois. So I've been through a lot. Do you believe that Mimi kidnapped you? I don't think she... I remember, Dave. Yeah, I know. I don't think she kidnapped me. I don't believe that. No, I don't. I just think that it was poor choices in the matter. But like I said, I'll never know the truth, and that's fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It wasn't kidnapping, it was love. I mean, I would say that. I would say that. So you see flaws in that story. Good. Yes, I do. To a point, Trap. To a point. And, then, like, being on live and whatnot, and having people, like, like back in Illinois, it was really bad. They made some really nasty AIs of me. Very nasty AIs. I've punched myself in the face multiple times. And that part I didn't do for attention. I don't know what was wrong with me at that moment. I was so angry and I was so hurt, and I just wanted something to take the pain away. I wanted to just let it go. And so I took my fist, and I literally just went to my eye over and 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 over until I couldn't hit myself anymore. And I woke up, my eye was swollen. It was huge. It was black and blue. I lied to everybody because I didn't want to get into a mental institution, because when I was younger, I was sexually assaulted by somebody. So, and it happened. It did happen. And it fucked me. It fucked me up really, really bad. Really, really bad. And I came home, and I remember I dropped down on my mom's floor, and I cried my eyes out, and I was screaming. I was just screaming to my last scream. And she goes, Dani, calm down. And I started having like flashbacks. I started having all of that. And then I started having nightmares. I started like, because I was also like, raped as well when I was younger. So I started having like nightmares to feel like somebody was behind me, and like even like every night. That's why I used to stay on live and sleep on live, because I get nightmares thinking that when I close my eyes, I feel like somebody is gonna grab me and take me and throw me into the bushes like it happened. And then at that moment, I still get nightmares. I still do. At 33 years old, like literally, it's and that's why I always say, you guys want to watch a movie at night, and they go, yeah, Dani, we'll stay with you. And I always felt that comfort for being like by myself or being home, thinking that like when I go out at night, I feel like someone's gonna come out of the woodworks and grab me and take me. And is I've been through a lot. I have. I have. I've also been told recently that I have PTSD. Therapy is the only way to fix that. Took a very long time to get me diagnosed because of it. But I don't like to put my I don't like to think that I do, but I think because of my traumas, they're gonna start putting me into really, really deep therapy. And when they get this bipolar under controlled, they're going to also talk about how we can control the PTSD. They want to put me on these 2 meds. I don't know what it's called. Some with an R. I mean, I don't really want to believe I do. But she did say, based on what you're telling me, like with the nightmares when you were younger, like you still have a little bit nightmares, like you can't sleep by yourself. I mean, that is trauma. That is post-trauma stress disorder. But the only thing that's going to really help me is therapy at the end of the day. It takes a really long time to get somebody to diagnose you with that kind of stuff. They also diagnosed me with personality disorder, which I don't think I have. They want to start me on medication, but I said I don't have that. I really don't have that. And they go, okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, we don't have to believe that. But trauma therapy is, they're going to put me in that. And I didn't want to say that to all you guys because I know, like, about the PTSD. So I have not tried EMDR. They told me they're not even worried about the PTSD right now. They're more worried about the bipolar and getting the bipolar under control first. And then they're going to work with the other diagnosis that I do have to control it. But they, like she said, like PTSD, like you can get on medication, I can put you on that, but the only way to help that is to have therapy and to go into deep therapy. That is the only way it's gonna help your PTSD. Like, and I was shocked when I heard that she said that. And I don't believe I have personality disorder. I don't think I have that. And it's scary to me that I'm going to be on some of these medications. And I just don't know if that's going to be the real answer. I think therapy is the best, situation. So I'm in the process of getting it done. But again, she wants the bipolar in control. She doesn't want to worry about anything else. She doesn't want to worry about any of my other medical illnesses. She wants to focus on one thing. And one thing, I'm out. That is, okay, I'm out. I used to totally support you, but this is exactly what G says. Well, like I said, I mean, you can go. Like, you can go. Like, that's totally fine. I don't care. Like, it's the truth. It is the truth, right? But this is why I don't really say anything, because of this reason only, right? I don't lie. I don't, okay? So, either way, it is what it is, okay? We're working on one thing and one thing next. And I don't really care if you guys don't believe me. I literally have shit that backs up my story, and I have documentations from my doctor. So, are you still taking your... No. The Depakote got switched to Serquil. So, like I said, I don't really know. So, it is what it is, you guys. And like I said, I don't have to sit here and I don't have to... I'm not saying that, like, TikTok is my trauma to my PTSD. My PTSD has nothing to do with TikTok. It has nothing to fucking do with any of that. Okay? So, first of all, Gabby is different than I am. Okay? And I don't have to blame TikTok and cyberbullies for my PTSD, because that's, to me, I don't, no, thank you. So I have my traumas that I deal with it differently because of my past when I was younger. and it takes a very long time to diagnose you. It takes you a long time. It does not just say, oh yeah, go to one therapy session and say, hey, yeah, you got this. Fuck that. That's a load of crock shit. It takes a lot to get diagnosed with PTSD. And PTSD, I believe everybody somewhat has some of it. You know what I'm saying? From your childhood, from whatever, okay? Everybody has some kind of sort of, Danny, don't explain mental health. They won't get it. I get it. I believe you. Siblings have a lot shared traumas, but you're like an adult. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to talk about C. You are right. I believe that too. Yeah, it takes a long time. Wait, I don't really know. She does say that she has PTSD based on her, because of TikTok. Mine is nowhere near TikTok. It has nothing to do with TikTok. It's got trauma and whatnot. It's not normal for somebody to be on live and have a movie night. It's not normal to have somebody on the phone with you at night. So tell me why do I have to have somebody on the phone with me or I can't fall asleep? Why do you think I was always staying up all night and literally doing movie nights and making sure that you guys can see me, that I'm safe, I'm just saying. Like, can you guys imagine going to bed and realizing that, I turn over, and I feel like if I open up my eyes, I feel somebody's, like, standing on the side of my bed, like, just about to grab me. Like, I told you, like, a couple of days ago, I woke up and I looked at my phone and I said, bitch, you fucking bitch. I was shaking. I have to have somebody on the phone. I have to have somebody on the phone. Or I will lose my living shit. I cannot sleep. Whether it's Gabby on the phone, whether it's Mimi on the phone, whether it's a mod of mine, whether it's a friend of mine, I get scared. I have to have lights on. I can't be in the dark completely. I just can't. Like, it's scary. Okay? And I was always been like that. Especially when I was in Illinois. Why did you and G say C wasn't used to you, but you said you were in his life? I don't want to answer that. Honestly, Danny, when I used to live alone, I was like that too. Yeah, it's scary sometimes. It is. It's, but like, how long until you're fine? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not still okay. I'm telling you, I'm a 33-year-old, like, baby when it comes to, like, having somebody with me. Like, if I'm talking to a friend, right? And I'm like, you're still there, right? You're